Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I'm going to be doing a look inspired by Manny MUA. It's the gingerbread look that he did last year during the winter time. I decided to do this gingerbread look because a lot of people have been telling me that they want me to do like a 12 days of Christmas or like a 24 days of Christmas. So if that is something you're interested in, please leave a comment down below. If you want to see how I recreated this look by Manny MUA, then keep on watching. The first thing I'm going to do is set my hair back so it's not falling in my face when I am trying to do my makeup. For this look, I'm going to try to get as much hair as possible out of the way. The first step is primer. I am using my Morphe foundation primer. I'm just going to put a little bit like that in my hand and I'm just going to dot it around. For this look, I'm actually going to start off with my eyes first. So I'm going to go in with my E.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. And I'm just going to place 3 dots onto my eye so I can prime my lids. And to blend it out, I'm just going to use my Morphe Beauty Blender. I'm also going to go in with my Morphe M410 and just blend out the edges to my brow bone. A lot of people ask me why I don't fill in my eyebrows, and it's because these are my actual eyebrows, and if I do fill them in, it'll be very dark and that's not what I want. So sometimes I do fill them in, but it's rare that I do. For today's look, I'm going to be using the Mulan palette by Colourpop. And before I get started, can we just talk about how beautiful this palette is? Like, oh my god, look at how the light just reflects off of it. It's just so pretty, and the shades are very wearable for every day. And like the packaging, nobody beats Colourpop packaging. Like, look at this. This is gorgeous. Like, girl, this is gorgeous. So the first shade I'm going to go into is this shade right here named Guiding Spirit. And I'm going to take my Morphe M506 brush and I'm going to just tap it in there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take the brush and I'm going to just tap it on my outer V. Look at how I am concentrating this only on the outer V. I just grabbed more of the product and darken it up a little bit. And I'm going to bring this a little bit into my crease. Now with the clean blending brush, I'm using Morphe's M433. I have no product on this brush and I'm just going to blend this upward into my brow bone and into my crease. I am using circular motions, and to bring it into my crease I'm using a windshield wipe motion. I just took a little bit more of the shade Guiding Spirit from the same palette on a Morphe M456 brush just to bring a little bit of that color back into the eye. And I'm going to be using the same motions as I did when I was blending it out. Now going back in with my Morphe M506, I'm going to be dipping into the shade Strength. And I'm just going to be blending out the edges so it's not so harsh. I'm going to use circular motions while doing this. And now with the Morphe M433, I'm just going to be blending out the edges. Now I'm just going to be cutting my crease in half with some concealer. I like to use the tapping method just because you get a more precise cut than you would if you were to drag it out. And dragging it out could get a little messy, so tapping it is just my best method of doing it. Now I'm going to be going in with my ABH Norvina Collection palette. This is the Volume 3 one. And just with my finger, I'm going to dip into the shade D2 and D5. And I'm just going to place it right where I cut the crease. Now going back into the Mulan palette, I'm going to be taking this shade right here, which is called Legacy. It's the darkest shade in the palette and it has some gold reflex in it. I'm going to carefully place this on my outer V just to darken it up and also smoke it out. Then I'm going to dip back into the shade Strength and just blend in the Gold and Legacy together. I'm going to take my NYX white liner and I'm just going to place dots around the crease area. You're going to place the dots so it kind of looks like this. It kind of serves as the purpose of the icing on the gingerbread man. Now, if you're like me and you're picky and you don't really like some of the dots on your face, you can take a Q-tip and some Matte+Poreless. I don't even know how to say this, but this water right here, it doesn't have to be this brand. I just have this one. And you can put a little bit on the Q-tip so it's a little bit more precise and just wipe it off. So this is the Q-tip with the Matte+Poreless water on it, and I don't really like these dots over here, so I'm gonna just try to get rid of them. Now, just so there's not like this blank space before I put in the replacement white dots, I'm going to be taking the shade Strength on my Morphe M456 and just gently placing it in that area. So these are the dots that I ended up with on my crease. Now I'm going to be going in with my E.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. And I'm going to just be taking my finger and placing it on the areas where the foundation primer that I first added might be wearing off. Now I'm going to be taking my Maybelline Fit Me Primer in the shade 310 on a flat brush and just placing it all over my face. Now I'm going to be taking my Morphe Beauty Blender again and I'm going to just blend out the foundation. Now that that's all blended out, I'm going to be taking my concealer and placing it on my blemishes and also placing it under my eyes. I'm also going to be placing some on my chin and on my Cupid's bow. And just a little bit on my forehead. Now I'm just going to blend this out with the same beauty blender that I have been using. I wouldn't normally put my concealer over my foundation to cover up blemishes, but since this area is going to be covered later, I said why not. I usually only use this under my eyes and on areas where I want to highlight since it is a little lighter than my face. I usually blend out my under eyes last just because the product kind of gets to sit there and then I can just blend it out. Now I'm going to be going in with my Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer in the shade Medium Deep. And I'm going to be taking my Real Techniques contour brush. I'm just going to dip it in there and place it onto my cheekbones. I'm also going to be bringing in this bronzer into my forehead and my temple. Now I'm going to be going in with my Morphe X James Charles palette and I'm going to be using the same contour brush from Real Techniques. I think I'm going to use 10% off and no beans. And I'm going to just dip that brush in there. I'm going to apply this above my contour and all the way around in circular motions. I'm going to be taking a fluffy brush from Morphe, the M441, and dipping it into the shade Fighter. And I'm actually going to take a lot of that. And I'm going to just lighten this up a little bit because it is a little dark right now. I look like I just went to the beach and just like got a sunburn on my cheeks and my nose. That's nice, right? Okay, I brightened this up as much as possible. Now I'm going to be taking my Maybelline Brow Ultra Slim. And I'm just going to start drawing some gingerbread men. I'm going to be drawing 2 on this side and 2 on the other. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to draw a circle that doesn't close. I'm going to bring it down a little bit. draw some hands and draw the feet to the gingerbread. So something like this. So now I'm just going to draw 3 more gingerbreads and I'll be right back. So I just drew 3 more gingerbreads. Now I'm going to be drawing 2 hearts on both sides. Now I'm going back in with that white liner and I'm going to carefully trace my gingerbread man and my hearts. So I'm gonna do this off camera so I can concentrate and not mess up the line. So I will be right back. I just finished outlining the gingerbread man and the hearts. I'm going to be taking the liner again and just placing dots randomly around my cheeks and my nose, just how I did on my crease. Going back to what I was saying earlier about my Christmas videos, I don't know if I'm going to be having the time to do 12 days of Christmas or 24 days of Christmas, just because I am a full-time student and I am a part-time worker. So I don't think I will have the time to film 12 different looks or even 24 different looks. So what I'm thinking about doing is posting a video every weekend, a Christmas look starting December 5th all the way until the end of the month. And yeah, so if you're interested in that, please leave a comment down below on the look that you would like to see for this December coming up. Now to do the shadowing of the gingerbread man, I'm going to be taking No Beans again from the James Charles palette, and I'm just going to outline a little bit on the inside just to shadow it. So this is how the shadowing turned out. It gives the gingerbread man a little bit more of the dimension, and I also placed it on either side of the heart. On some of them I have it on the left side and some of them I have it on the right. So we are almost done with this look. Now I'm going to be curling my lashes. Today I'm going to be using the Maybelline New York Lash Sensational Curvitude mascara in the shade Very Black. And I'm just going to curl my lashes first and apply the mascara. I love this mascara because it does a very good job at helping me lift up my lashes. Since my lashes do grow straight, I either have to curl them very nicely or apply lashes. And if there is one thing I cannot do for my life is apply lashes. If you guys know any tips on how to apply lashes, please leave it down in the comment section, because I have been struggling with lashes for the longest. Now to finish off this look, I'm just going to be putting on some lip gloss. I am not going to be using any type of lip liner or lipstick today, just so the focus is more on my cheeks. So yeah, I will be right back. So this is the look all complete. I honestly loved creating this look. It was very simple and very fun to create. Thank you so much for watching today's video. If you want to know any of the products, they will be down below in the description bar. And if you want to follow me on all of my social medias, they will also be down there too. So if you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up and leave a comment suggestion for future videos, and hit the subscribe button for more videos. So I will see you next time. Bye.